Sophia_Ignosi just subscribed for 20 months. Why are you trying unlock my phone? Rain YouTube just raided with 14 viewers. Rain YouTube just followed. Crow 714 just followed. We reached our followers goal of 625. Thank you everyone. Followers goal started.
Well, before you go, Raid, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Appreciate. My model is not tracking my mouth. My mouth is not moving. Why is my mouth not moving? It's Tiny Tibs, yeah. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Model's been fighting back lately too. I always have kind of problems with this one because it's sort of set up different to my usual model. Desda, thank you for guiding the raid this way. I appreciate it. And thank you and welcome to all the new folks who came in. Let's give some actual thanks. Who we got? Rainy, thank you for the follow. Crow, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sophie, I saw the resub. Thank you so much. Appreciate it as always. What was that? 20 months. Nearly 2 years. Getting close. Crazy talk. Raylix, Shadows, Foul, thank you so much. And hello and welcome. How are you guys doing? And yeah, Tiny Tips. Hey, yeah. Let me pull up my game. Which will hopefully launch, maybe. I don't think it will. There it goes. Cool. Things are working. Hell yeah. As for the No Scuff stream, that's gonna be a we'll wait and see. Can never make promises as to whether or not What the hell? Give the video bits. For every Scuff stream, you have to give chat gifted sub. God. That's crazy. I wish I could kind of give away subs every month. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. It'd be different. I don't know. I wish I could do reward things more often. That'd be nice. Goals, am I right? Goals. I have to, if only I was rich. Honestly, if I was living this, I don't say this a lot. I say this from time to time when we talk about it, which isn't very often, I gotta admit. But like, if I could do a little giveaway thing every month or like every second month, maybe, I would probably do it. Like, I don't know. Give away a game every 2 months or something. I don't know. For like subathon rewards and shit. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I don't have a super huge community, so it's not something I can think about, but, you know, food for thought. It's something I bounce around. We should go eat the rich. Yeah, I agree. Or keep sacrificing them to the, to Poseidon. There was a little while where we were apparently doing that annually. Games, yes. Hi, Laura. How you doing? So yeah, I've left this to the last day of the frickin' event because I've been kind of busy and lazy, a mixture of both. Time for you to look. Don't scuff it up. I usually don't have very scuff Arknights streams, so thankfully, we should be pretty good. A boy named Rich. Hello, Eggy Egg. How you doing? I hope you guys had a good and safe Easter, though. Even if you guys don't celebrate the Easters, I hope you guys had a safe Easter, period. Hope you guys were looking after yourself. Yeah. I know everybody doesn't celebrate it, but I don't know, maybe you guys look after yourself over the Easter period. Public holidays, for people who have public holidays. That'd be nice. Gotta look after yourselves. Yeah. You had too much food? Me too. I was rolling around the house for several days. I was just like a big ball just being rolled around from room to room. Hello, Silent Spirit. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I didn't even have all that much food, but, well, at least I don't feel like I had a lot of food. Hey, Kawa, how you doing? I am DeBorb. Sophie, what are you doing? What are you sending with those dodgy links? Have you pulled for Vinner? I have pulled for Vinner, and I do have it. I have all the... I got her in like 20 pulls. My second 10 pull. It took me a while to get the 5-star though. The 5-star took a fair bit. Shoot that through me in DMs, Sophie. I don't know what that link is, but you won't be able to send it through Twitch because it's just easy to block links. Yeah. So I had a struggle to get the 5-star, unfortunately. It's a clip. Gasp. I like clips. I don't get many clips. Awesome, Tabs. Have a wonderful day then. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Is it too early for a Long Island tea? Or coffee? Tea? Tea. I don't know. No? Maybe? I don't know. Do you like day drinking? I don't know. Maybe. It's up to you whether or not you like one day drinking. Well, for your info, you can't drunk. Everybody can drunk once. Teehee. I don't encourage that behavior. Don't listen to me. That's bad behavior. Bad behavior. That said, so yes, Laura, what can I do for you? What are we doing? We're doing EX maps and we're doing challenge mode. So we'll just work through them. We'll do the EX map, obviously, and then we'll do the challenge mode. And if I get through this in a decent period of time, if we get through it in a decent period of time, I'll do some SSS because there's some of those medals that I would like to get. The single clear medals. One drink won't make you an alcoholic. One song won't make you another. That's not entirely true. One drink can make you an alcoholic. It all starts somewhere. A lot of people said they just try one cigarette and now they smoke cigarettes every day. Teehee. The nicotine is real. One song won't make you an artist, but second one did. Maybe. I don't know. I think you're allowed to... look, I think you're allowed to suck one before you decide whether it's your cup of tea or not. I reckon you're allowed one. Silent. Free pass, I guess. I mean, yeah, you get one free pass. One. That's it. No more. After that, if you go back for seconds, mate, there's no coming back. You get the label. The label is provided. You collect your sticker at the door the second time. But yeah. So that's how we're gonna go for today. We're gonna work through these EX maps. We'll do the challenge modes immediately after. I'm not gonna do anything special like I usually do. It's the last day of the event, so I'm not gonna fucking do 4-star clears or anything crazy like that. I'm just gonna grab a team, use whatever team I feel is gonna be best for the event, which will probably not be the best team for the event because it's the last day and I'm just gonna be fucking powering through it as best I can. And yeah, then assuming I get through this in a decent period of time, we will do some triple S or something. Yeah. Still more Arknights, but yeah. Did you finish the Hogwarts? I did finish Hogwarts, yeah. Finished Hogwarts last week. This is the squad I was using last time, so I'm just going to stick with this squad. To be fair, the 4-star clears aren't that hard until you hit 7 and 8. I used to do it a lot, Ralix, but how was it? Rate it. You want me to rate Hogwarts Legacy? As Hello, Aspen. Asked me to rate a game and then yeets that shit at my head. What the hell? So, I would give Hogwarts... I'd give it an optimistic 8 out of 10. I found the combat gameplay loop exceptionally repetitive. I found the controls to be very unintuitive. Hogleg was fun and gorgeous Hogwarts Simulator, but it would have been a lot better if it didn't get stretched into being an open world. I didn't really have too much of an issue with the open world because the game was very early on happy to give you the stuff you needed to traverse that open world. Also had a fast travel system, so I'm not going to whinge about that. I found the limitations of the interface to be problematic, which is just a byproduct of it being a console game. Like having only 4 spells and then having to cycle like between groups of 4 spells. I thought that was very silly. I thought that was unnecessary. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I can understand it. It's kind of lazy because, like, if you guys... I don't know how many of you guys played Dragon Age. Did you... How many people played Dragon Age? 2, that is. Dragon Age 2. So, more about being a focused experience. If it wasn't busy littering a map with set pieces, it could have been better. That's fair. That's fair call. Never mind, I was going to say I have. Yeah, so Dragon Age 2 had a different interface for PC and console experiences. On console experiences, it had sort of like a rotating 4 ability menu. I believe it was 4 ability menu, exactly the same as Hogwarts has. But if you played it on PC, it gave you like an MMO spell bar, right? That is how I feel it should have been. Even if you maintain those skill pieces, the talents where you get more skills, like you can just lock like 4 spells and then you unlock it and you get another 4 spell bars, you know? Origin did the same thing, so you know, perfect. I didn't play Origin, so I have it, I just never played it. That was the case for every Dragon Age, no? I played Inquisition. I don't remember Inquisition's HUD all that well, but I think Inquisition is more like Dragon Age Veilguard, isn't it? How it gave you like a spell sort of panel thing. Anyway, the point of this talk is that I found it to be very unintuitive, at least from a PC standpoint. The combat loop was very vain and shallow. I didn't enjoy it. Like, it's just basically swish, 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 swish. Throw in a couple of spells that are on a cycle and off you fucking go. I loved how most side quests, the bulk of the side quests, actually had their own little innate stories. I actually really enjoyed that. Because I'm not usually a side quest person, like I ignore them because usually side quests are just, oh, I lost my frying pan, can you go and get it for me? And then you bring their frying pan back and they're like, oh, thank you, I haven't been able to cook my spaghetti ever since. You know, it's really superficial shit like that, like stuff that you don't really care about. It's not something you can get behind. But in Hogwarts Legacy, like every side quest had its own little story attributed to it, so it was like just doing like a mini story. It was really good. I liked it, and I got far more distracted doing side quests in that game than I have in any other game that I haven't been trying to deliberately 100%. So I really liked that. The game was beautiful. As Eggy Egg said, the game was gorgeous. The changing seasons really added to that. I find it weird that you're just a random student and you're trying to do this full big task, but I mean, that's just a Harry Potter thing. That's more of a writing problem at its core root than anything. I can't really blame the game for that. Yeah, no. I found Hogwarts Legacy to be a game worth getting. I'd say get it. If you're interested in the Harry Potter universe, then yeah, I'd say go for it. It was fun. I liked it. A random student learns to cast the 3 Unforgivables. Exactly. Taught to him by a random student, no less. It's good. It's random, but it's good. And yeah, it's just got that sort of main character syndrome to it. Honestly, I'm somewhat surprised to see Hogwarts being talked about. I forgot it. I got used to that game being damn near taboo. Look, I've always said that I won't. If it's about games, I won't shy away from any topic on this channel. I'm not going to be that person. You know, if it gets me blacklisted in certain circles, then you know what? It gets me blacklisted in certain circles. It's no skin off my nose. I don't care. It's a video game, and I'm a streamer that streams video games, so I'm gonna talk about it. You know, people want to know. What good is it when somebody's too afraid to ask about a game that they're interested in? There's no fucking point in that. Would those circles even be ones you want to be in? Not typically, no. I have never claimed this to be a safe space, and I never will claim this to be a safe space. We're all adults here, or I would want to hope that we're all adults here, so if we can't have a civil conversation, then probably not the place for you. But no, I do, because it was still very, hang on, let me just check how much it costs on Steam at the moment. Because I didn't buy it on Steam. I got it on CD Keys, so it's $90 for me, and I found that to be a bit of a stretch, but I mean, not by much. You could probably, as long as it's on sale somewhere, I would probably consider getting it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, even if it's just 10% off, I would look at it for that price, because it was definitely a good game. Friend bought the base version and gifted it to you on Steam and automatically hit it because I have people that'll go off the wall at me about it. That's fair. I mean, I'm just trying to think if there's anybody in my circles that would go off about it. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I have friends that have played it as well and streamed it back when it was the taboo game to play. They got a couple of people that dropped in and were a bit rude about it, but for the most part, they had a pretty simple run of it. But yeah, it's just, like I said, if somebody wants to complain about it, that's their prerogative. It's not mine. Had I been streaming it at the time, though, I would have been all hands on deck as far as mods and moderation things. But I probably would have put extra filters on my like auto ban mods or my chat holding mods, bots. Sorry, I probably would have been a pretty tight about it. But I guess I streamed it at a time where it, like, all the nastiness had blown over, so I guess I was lucky in that regard. I don't know. Follow or only chat 2 months? Yeah, probably. Maybe, yeah, I probably would have done that, actually, Laura. I probably would have gone follow or only chat. That probably would have been the easiest way to sort of minimize the damage. It's just, I never wanted to get into the political side of that. You know, people have opinions. They're not necessarily my opinions. They give it their head pats. But I can respect that other people have opinions, so. What am I doing? But the big thing it would have been, yes, I would probably have had a very zero tolerance for any of the rubbish that anybody probably would have brought into the chat. So bad VTubers started playing the game out of spite for the harassment. So I was never actually a Harry Potter fan. I only just recently watched the whole series. And it's only because of that I sort of wanted to play Hogwarts, because like I said, I saw friends in my group play it when it first came out, and that was what actually got me into it. Because it always looked like a game that I would want to play. I just knew nothing about the Harry Potter universe, so I'm like, well, there's no point in me playing this if I'm not going to understand anything, except that it's wizards. But yeah, now that I have played it, now that I've watched Harry Potter, and now that I understand most of it, I really enjoyed it. It was a good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Over that. I might just put her there for the sake of it and see what happens. Or not going to bother about it. But no, I'm honestly, if I have to, the one thing that really got me, honestly, I looked at the game on YouTube. I had a fun gameplay loops. Pretty much love the Wizarding World. I will tell you honestly, the best thing I liked about that game, and I can say this with absolute confidence, like this is the thing I loved about the game, was that the side quests actually felt like meaningful things to do with your free time. Which I can say that Hogwarts Legacy is the first game that I've ever played where a side quest felt like it was worth doing. And I have a huge amount of respect for the game for that. And had I not wanted to finish it off, because I wanted to wrap the game up last week, I absolutely would have kept doing side quests. Yeah, exactly, Shade. The side quests were less about just getting loot or currency and were more about world building. And I really appreciated that. Hikami was my Oshi at the time, so I have no respect for the so-called boycotters that were using an extension to track people who played the game. It's wild. Oh, I have a little fella getting through. Yeah, she got hammered. And as it tried to be a lot of things, but what it did do right was being a big old bag of treats for people who love the series to enjoy. It did a hell of a lot of things right, and not even just doing the Harry Potter world right. I think that a lot of people did not give that game the respect it deserved, even in the areas they were criticizing it. So, I mean, I don't want to dwell on this particular facet of the conversation for too long, but I'm going to bring it up. There was absolutely a character that was... how can I best say this? Because I know what I want to say, I just don't know how to say it without it being like a concrete statement. There was absolutely a character in there that was probably supposed to be trans. Whether or not they were supposed to be trans or not, I don't know. So that's number one about like the JK Rowling drama. Because that was one of the things they called her out for. It had a whole bunch of different characters from all walks of life. That's the one, Relic. That's the one. I don't know if they lived in a tree or not, but anyway. It was a shopkeeper though. There were different people from all different walks of life in the game, so like the whole inclusivity thing was absolutely there. But yeah, what happened to Pikami was disgusting. X, you can absolutely ask a question as long as it's a normal civil question. You can ask whatever you like. As long as it's not a sus question, you are free to ask whatever you like here. It's not like we would defend the author, it's a game. I don't even think JK Rowling had anything to do with the game, so... There's that. I'm not sure I can answer that question. That is a dangerous question. She does get royalties from the game. That is absolutely true. But I mean, that's...
just raided with 9 viewers.
No, I can't answer that question. Thank you for the raids, Opney! Welcome to Raiders. How you guys doing? Hello, little guy. How you doing, buddy? I mean, of course she's gonna get royalties from the game. It's the Harry Potter universe. I mean, what were people expecting? Is that not... I mean, do people not live in the real world where, you know, royalties are a thing anywhere you look? Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. How are you guys doing? What were you guys up to, Zomni? I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you look after yourselves. Hydrate, eat, stretch. I gotta face the danger. I don't gotta do anything. I'm facing the danger by having this conversation about Hogwarts. Let's be honest here. That's the real danger. Ow. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. For half a second, I thought your laptop, that lappy emote was my mouse cursor. I was like, how did that happen? I'm on my phone. Well, building the crustacean nation, training my 2 new lobsters. You are a strange one, little guy. I love and appreciate you, but you're a strange one sometimes. But I mean, you can't have a Hogwarts game or any game based in the Harry Potter universe and JK Rowling is not going to get royalties. Like, I'm sorry, that's how the world works? What happened there? I still have 3 life points, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know what the I don't even know if there was a thought process going on there. Maybe there was a thought process, maybe there wasn't a thought process. I have no idea. The danger certainly isn't coming from these early egg stages. No, it's not. But we did hear that the egg stages don't really get bad until towards the end, so... So this gives me a little bit of time to continue talking about Hogwarts and what people are keen to know about it. Don't be boring, man. You're harder than this. I probably am harder than this, but... You know what? There's some things that you just fucking don't touch, and that's one of them. No, maybe war paint. Also, I don't go butter. I had to do a couple of 20-30 odd rounds of experimentation on the last two to get the 4-star. We'll see what happens once I get there. It's all good and fine for me to say, I'll be fine, but I've said that plenty of times and I've gotten to the last stages and I'm just like, well, this is my life, I suppose. I'm about to lose my things. Zeus! Time to watch you play EX8. I'll get there, eventually. I don't know when I'll get there, but I'll get there. I have to do it today, so it's gotta be today. This damn stage has ate all of your sanity potions. I am going to have sanity potions at some point in time, because I did... my weekly farms this morning, so I'm definitely going to need... Oh, I lost, what's the name? Sparky. I was wondering who went down there. Entirely off topic, but holy shit, Palworld looks absolutely great when you apply Borderlands style graphics to it. That would look interesting. You farmed a 300 rocks on each of your accounts. Is that good? So they're Ori rocks. You'll need 3,000, I'm afraid. The rock farm is forever. Leaves your gel count lacking. The rocks are forever, mate. Nah, you're gonna need more. You're gonna need more. 300 is not enough. Reroll this game 3 times and always got Archetto. Nothing wrong with Archetto. Archetto's a good operator. I like Archetto. Didn't notice YouTube chat? Yeah, we got 2 chats. Always got them 2 chats going on. She lacking? You want a stronger one? I usually use Archetto when I use snipers. Usually. So used to AK streamers doing dual chat that I don't even bat an eye. Gladly defend Archetto, but you're not a bird player. Zai is still trying to get me into doing the bird knights. I don't know, man. The bird knights is very fucking... I really need to take my Twitter off those things. of those bot shoutouts, because I really don't use much of my Twitter anymore. Twitter is full of drama. Twitter is full of Hogwarts drama. So spastic with the operators that I would not have been able to do with anyone niche because it would require me not to have characters I love in my squads. I do have the bird characters, but I don't know whether or not I would be able to do it. Just because they are so different from what I would usually use. Like, I tried to do Bird Knights once upon a time, and I really struggled just because they don't have as much versatility as I'm used to, if that makes sense. Like, I've been using Horn since I got up. For me to not have Horn in my squad is a thing. Just as a starting point. I think the Bird Knight healer game is pretty weak too, actually. Works for me, either a search for a niche that utilizes my favorite characters or create your own niche. Umbrella Knights. Umbrella Knights. I know, I don't have to play a niche, but I have Zai constantly asking me to play the niche, so I'm just like, oh, Zai, please. You want a strong one? No offense. The game might not be for you. 3 times fell in love with you. One stage in these EXs right here is heavily biased towards Cheeto. Who's Cheeto? There's are there that many operators that have umbrellas, are there? I never knew. You include skins with the umbrellas? See, that would probably open them up a lot, yeah. Gotcha. Archedo. Seen Silver Ash. Does Silver Ash have an umbrella in one of his things, does he? I thought he always had a cane. You learn something new every day. You want a cup of tea, but ain't wasting the tea that's in the pot, but I'm gonna drink that damn Valerie. Oh my god, it's Annie's bear. Annie's bear? What? Anyway, how you doing, Mara? You're not gonna get harassed by Blaze over here, I promise. I know Mizuki does. Yeah, Mumu does. Oh, her bear's name is Tibs. Gotcha. You don't play these events, though. Damn. Events are an easy material farm. Are you like me, Desta? Do you buy outfits and then forget that they exist? You forget to put them on your operators? one of those I will buy an event outfit even if I don't have the operator. I only buy outfits I like. If I don't like an outfit, I won't buy it. So, like, I don't think I have, just as an example, I don't think I have any Emotes outfits because I just don't like any of them. I want to slowly get to the point where I have all of them and just pick and choose which ones I buy when. No, I forewent the PO packs in favor of skins from the very beginning. This is not okay map. I don't like this. I will do the stupid thing. I don't think I should do the stupid thing, but I'm going to. I'm absolutely making this map harder than it has to be for me. I'm aware of that. Now I did buy PO packs on your alt, but now I can spread out skin purchases between two accounts like pools and building resources. That's fair. I only have the one account, but I know a lot of people who have two. I think you're all mad that don't get to choose what ups I play with until I finish trust farming them all. Whoa, that is fucking big investment, Eggy. Oh, that is madness investment. You are a mad lad. The maddest of the lads. That's crazy. I could not do that. No chance in hell. I think you have 2 to 3 pages left of operators though. I couldn't do it. I'd go blah. I'd lose my shit. I lose my shit when I have to get them to 150 trust on just for like story unlocks. I need to get rid of these things, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that. Probably like this. It's not going to be the best way in the world, but it's going to be a way. We're getting a base room that's purely for super farming trust, I heard. I think in the last update they changed trust, because I do seem to be getting more trust than I used to. That could just be me wishfully observing, but... Start caring less and less about trust farms on my main. My alt is desperate for more trust. It's most stops around 100% trust though. I really only care about trust. A, for operators I use all the time, so like what you see. But alternative to that, I care about trust when it unlocks like the 50 trust for something and then 150 trust for story things. I care about that stuff, but that's about it. Typically, I wouldn't care about trust if it's not for an operator I use. Trust is a requirement for the modules as well, yeah. I'm gonna have to start swapping in some arts damage dealers soon. You never know who's getting an altar. I don't like that you say that. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't like that you say that. The Nacular is only 97% trust now, so I have to speed farm that. I mean, it's safe to say that you'll be getting higher tier operators for those. The 3 stars. Lapland the unemployed. No! She's coming soon, very soon. Not me still writing the copy of there being an Exu altar that's a fallen. Don't do that to poor Exus here, please. It's safe. It's a safe bet to say that all the 3 stars are getting altars, whether they be 5-star or for whatever reason they end up higher. Like Yato for some bizarre reason. I've noticed that there is actually not an uncommon thought among the fan base, but more of a prevalent one among the majority. Lapland just exists, I think. Waiting for Monster Hunter 2 with Durin and Rangers. I will subscribe to that. I would love to see a high-level Rangers. Fallen Angel Exu. Yeah, I don't do that to her. Let her remain light and holy and happy. We don't need a sad apple pie. No sad apple pies, please. I mean, given who she is, if she ends up falling for whatever reason, you know, she's still going to hell bent on her religion. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, there's just something sad about thinking like that. For such a happy-go-lucky character, you know? Unless somebody really important to her was attacked by another Sancta, that's why she fell. Which I would assume that would be her reason for falling. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to see that, man. That would be sad days. Big sad feelers. We don't want them big fucking sad feelers. That would be horrible. She's so happy, and it's just like... There's so few characters that are genuinely happy the way she is. I was really expecting that to do a little bit more than it did. Definitely one of the odd few that wants that, if only for the fact that she would look absolutely awesome. She would. I'm not going to take that away from you either. But yeah, I don't know, man. I want the little glimmers of happiness that the Arknights world has. Ooh, we have a terrain shift. There are a lot of these. I am also gonna have to start bringing more arts damage dealers. Sorry, Nara, you are getting sacked. Thank you for the hydrate. I will have to hydrate after this map because I don't have a hydration source. I drank my drink. I will hydrate after this, which should be about when the ad break runs, so... Like, I am sorry, but there's something entirely shady going on with the Angels. I just don't know what. No, I am inclined to agree with you, actually. I do find that their race is a little bit not strange, but I don't really know what the word for it would be. Yeah, you're right. There is something sus going on there. If I lose these, do I lose point? I don't think I do lose defense points if I lose them. Well, we know that Jasaka has given special treatment because the whole gaming PC locked underneath the van. What the hell, man? It's not even them as a people that makes me say that. It's the whole saint business or whatever shady shit some other angels have been doing in every one of their events, particularly at one Orion Verena. No, you're right. They have been less than desirable in all their events. At most, only one of the allied characters can die. No, that's alright, I can live with that. Or do you mean at most only one of these things can die? Because that's going to be a lot different. The moving cars, not the manufacturing plants. Interesting. Was that for that? Is that what that was for? So I get the medal? The little carts actually count against you. I never noticed that because I never cared if they lived or died. Still got over. Oh, it must have just been for... I assume it was for the medal. Was that... Is that right, Tester? Because I didn't look at any medals, I'm going to be honest. I think I looked at the start of the event for which medal actually needed trimming, and that was it. I just went for that and then forgot about everything else. Alright, I need a drink. As for the trim, that's on the normal boss stage. Yeah. I have the trim. The trim is sorted. Let's... I can't run an ad because of course I can't. Because Twitch says I'm not allowed to run ads. Before Twitch says I'm allowed to run ads. So I'm gonna go and grab a drink and I will be back real quick. So, make sure you guys grab drinks and look after yourselves as well. Let's take a quick break and go and get that. I am back, and I see the ads have decided to start now. What do we got? This event doesn't exactly incentivize you to take equipment until EX7 or 8. Yeah, that's true. It's annoying how much litter enemies and carts drop at this event and how much work it is to pick them up. Yeah, I do recall seeing that before and thinking that. Like, it was a lot of work to sort of chase those buffs around unless they're just being dropped on you. I don't even think it's worth chasing down all those buffs, if I'm honest. Like, a lot of them, if you're like a newer player where you don't have a lot of stuff, you try to delay them with Snack Mummy. Hang on, just to be clear, Arby, which one is Snack Mummy? Because there's a few Snack Mummies in this game. You talking about Huyek or Nunkdes? Huyek? Yeah. Alright, let's keep powering on. Whoop, I need, no, challenge mode, this is right. Alright. It just doesn't explode until the silence wears off. Hello, I've lost a thingy. Which means on this stage I don't even need buffs. We're just gonna power through, because why not? You got ads? I did say something. I will, we shall continue the conversation once the ad break does finish, because I actually got proper ads, so you might have got a preload bundle, Arby. But welcome in, buddy. It's finished. I still see a minute and a half on my ad run, so I will, yeah. I'll leave the continuation, the conversation continuation until that's all sorted out. But I was, as for you, mate, I was asking which Snack Mummy you were referring to. Because there are a couple who can be considered Snack Mummy. There you go, didn't lose any of them that time, I don't think. What do we got? I've only ever really used Holiak and IS. When IS gives me like something I can actually use her for, I've used her in IS, but I don't typically use her. The Levitate I found is not as useful as it could be. Not to mention that skill 3 cycle time is fucking atrocious. That skill 3 cycle time hurts her. It's not the one. She needs like what was I gonna she needs a Liskarm battery, that's what I'm after. Yeah, that's what I use it for, Desta. If I get that sort of thing, that's what I use it for. I don't typically use her outside of that sort of environment though. I'm just gonna suck this up with one healer and deal with it, I think. If anything, I'll put a second healer over there. We're gonna get Gilberto IS module very soon, unfortunately. I don't know why. Sorry, remind me again why I put her there. That is a horrible spot for me to have put her. In hindsight, that was a shocking idea. That'll do me. Back to chat. That'll auto itself out. Oh yeah, because huge bait for IS4 and you'll stand by that belief. I used to use her in IS2, I think. Because there were a lot of lanes where you could use her skill 3 really effectively. So I used to sort of hinge on her quite often. But she is, again, just fallen into sort of like non-use. It's just upsetting because, like I said, anything... I find that her skills just have such huge amounts of downtime. Like, skill 3 reminds me of Mosdemas. You're getting an IS module with Lapland and it's so broken. You're unsure you should roll this Thursday? What is... Sorry, hang on. What? I'm gonna call you out on this, Arby. What the fuck, man? Explain yourself to the class. Get the fuck up front and explain this shit, man. Yeah, no, I know which event you're talking about. I want to know why you're not rolling. I know all too well what event you're talking about. I want to know. I want you to explain to the class why you're not rolling. You're uncertain on your rolls? I mean, isn't everyone? That's not an excuse. I'm uncertain on my rolls too, but Lapland Alta, mate, come on. That's a big one to miss. Honestly, a part of me wants to bring an E0 level 1 Lapland into co-op and contest my partner's Lapland. Oof. You do that with Wishadel. That's what you do with that. You do it with Wishadel. Come on, Desta, I'm pretty sure you're from Zai's community, aren't you? You know the rules. Not that you need to... Not that you need to be from Zai's community to share the hatred of Wishadel, but it seems every Arknights streamer, at least that I know of, just frowns upon the use of Wishadel unless it's like an absolute circumstance. Attack, the only good use for Act. I should level my Act just for that. Just for when the co-op comes back. Brutally out here never knowing the glory of an Act Liner or Lin. It's true, actually. I have Act. I have him leveled, sort of, kind of. Where is Act? So he is E2. It's just I never really touched him, so it's I don't know, man. I like what Act does. I struggle to use him in a squad, I guess, is probably what I'm getting at. I'm just gonna make a single roadblock there and give the middle finger to everything else. Dislike Act because the stupid slob kept showing up in off-banner pools. I just call this game Arknights now because of how many I've pulled over the time I've played this game. The amount of Acts I've got is ridiculous. That was not what I was expecting, and I don't know why I was thinking that this was going to be any other way than it is. Act was the first 6 to get maxed, and I've still pulled a bunch more. I don't know who my first 6 was. I wish I had Act Pots. I love my pseudo sniper. I have Act maxed out because of how many Acts I've got. I could have maxed out 2 by now. And that's not something I'm particularly proud of, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really, I can't see the shadow on that thing, so I don't know where it is, but I was really hoping the Logos to be able to hit it. I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, he is attacking. Oh, it's moving. That's why he's attacking it. A little bit late, but Act S1 users are so based. Most ground pushes towards the top right exit. I just lost somebody I needed to keep. Act S1 was so good against the A event. I'm gonna have to take everybody's word for that, because I don't actually know. It's gonna do that, so hopefully that thing sort of sits where Effie is. Come on, Effie. That'll do it. Jesus Christ, that's not what I wanted. Anyway, that's how it's ended up.
これでどうです？やっとから剣で殴ってはいけない道理などなかろう。
交渉は恋に依頼。
温度安定しています。私に
Axe shots are full of micro CC, so it locks Dolly down for a long time.
温度
That is interesting to know. I never realized. Obviously, I don't use Axe, so I would never have realized, but it's interesting to know. I am gonna have to redo this placement for this hard mode.
プログラムアーツユニット起動します。
害虫だ。
飛行をこの手に宿すのは。
Because it's being rude.
爆発や歓声の伴わない戦闘にはなかなか慣れない。
No.
帰ろう。仕事の後の一杯は遠慮しておく。
Alright. So I'm just gonna have to do a little bit of redeployment wiggling here. Finagling, if you will.
使命に背きはしない。新たな挑戦ね。
That's actually gonna be a problem. A big problem.
見えなくなっちゃった。私のハンマーは強いんだから。
I didn't read what the challenge mode was, and I deployed that and it sort of sunk in immediately after the fact.
早く退避を。しんがりは任せてください。
Yes, couldn't be me having to change my squad.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Mission failed.
任務？行く行く。ダブルもこのチームに。
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
先輩。私たちのことは気にせず全体の指揮に専念してください。本気で行くよ。誰を餌にするか決まった？どうすればいいかくらいわかるわ。私に命令しないで。どうすれば足元を見てみなさい。これで静かになってくれる。
Alright. Not ideal, but... I can work with this. Sort of. Actually, that's gonna be really bad. Maybe not really bad. It will be a problem, it's not going to be a horrible problem. Unless the enemy goes straight for the exit, in which case it's still going to be a horrible problem, but... Like this. This is bad because I'm assuming that's going straight for the exit. Maybe?
何を片付ければいい指定の位置この程度で止まると思うの
魂の川日が見えない私
Maybe not? I don't want to do that just yet.
私に出会ったのが運の尽きた
That's fine.
あまり待たせないここからは
This.
一歩も引かない温度安定しています私が天神を切るドキドキする早く離れてください
There we go.
お願いしますあなたの命令を
Alright.
待つのみだ
Required a little bit of braining, but we've brained our way through it.
Mission accomplished.
Got there in the end. That's all that matters. I actually really liked the dolly event. Despite my frustrations with it at times, I actually really...
So you have chosen death.
So you have chosen death. Thank you for the video bits. Despite my frustrations with it, I really enjoyed the dolly event. One exit? Couldn't be me. Although that does look like a horrible, horrible map. I think this is going to require me to actually see this map first before I do anything. In Viper's words, there's only one exit. Literally. Can't say I'm a fan of that already. I also shouldn't have used these vanguards, but that's alright. I'll figure it out. 大量のオリジニウム粒子が含まれるので長居は避けましょうターゲットロックオンどうすればいいかくらいわかるわ私に命令しないで本気で行くよ気をつけて行動しますねあまり待たせ誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる Shouldn't have done that. That's a mistake. I'll call that out straight away. That's a mistake. But that's alright. I'll figure it out as I go. And it should be fine there. I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. I'm more than a little concerned about that, but again. Yeah. This is going to be one of these things that I need to sort of... Oh god. I've lost healer space. That is an actual fucking steam engine. I don't like that. That is definitely cheating. Who there has a skill? That should be right? Question mark? Oh god, you're kidding me. That guy was like 2-4 fucking hits off end. Null had to hit him twice. I'm satisfied with it as I didn't put people where I wanted to put them. I will say that fucking right from the outset. We will change Telopsis to probably Lumen. No, we won't change it to Lumen. We will change it to Nightingale. And assuming I don't fuck this up again, that should be fine. Yes. Saria here. Alright. Should be relatively okay. I'm still thinking about changing Nightingale, but at the moment that'll be fine. Do this. Swap her out. Swap not in. I was hoping that that wouldn't happen, but it has, so we'll just have to deal with it. I was also expecting Sparky to be finished with that enemy by the time it got there. This was definitely not how this was supposed to go in my head canon. Yeah. I was expecting Sparky to be well more on top of that enemy, but she wasn't. I think I'll swap Sparky around with, what's her name? Effie. I'll swap the two of them around and see how we go. Or I could just stop trying to save logos. So we'll put Effie here. Save that. Put Sparky here. This Effie here, Nightingale here. Oda there, Saria there. Rude. Have to put her there for the moment. I will have to take her out. I will have to do this. Pop that there. Slow that enemy down. Out, in. Get rid of that fucking thing. God damn it. He was so close too.
あまりまた足元を見てください。この程度で止まると思うので、ターゲット確認、すぐに終わらせる。やっと体、暴力もまた有効な手段だ。
That.
諦めるな。ターゲット確認、すぐに終わらせる。ドキドキする距離を合わせて。今日こそさっさと片付ければ楽になる。聞いてる。私が障害を全て取り除く。この程度で止まると思うの。
Boss down. And last but not least, we have this annoying thing which is just going to get melted by Hodora. Voila. It's not ideal, I get it, but you know what? It did it. Extended range to the entire battlefield, that's not really a huge drama. I mean, it's a little tiny drama, but his attack isn't typically something that I worry too much about. It's going to be hard at the beginning. Unless it hits a hell of a lot harder than I think it does, it'll be a little rough in the beginning, but it should be okay-ish. And like worst case scenario, I'll have to swap Myrtle over to skill 2. That's about it. Or he can just one-shot my healer. That's cool too. Wow. Okay. One-shot both of my healers. Jesus. Maybe time to fetch my reading glasses? Alistair, Final Flame of the Empire's attack range. I read. Okay. I might need to bring a third defender. Because I don't think I can manage this with 2. I'll see if I can work this, but I don't think I will be able to. I may have to sort of wiggle around this. You eventually gave in and bought Korra. I mean, I have an idea of how I can do this. I'm not thinking of using Korra, I'm thinking of obviously using Hoshi, but... Has that thing always had a map wide? Am I missing something? I need another defender.
諦めるのはまだ早い。ドクター、ここは私一人に任せてほしい。部隊の立て直しはあなたに頼む。
And I may just use Cora because I think deployment points is going to be an issue.
フレイムテールソーナ、部隊を率いて出ます。ビクトリアの軍人ならば、自らの規律に誇りを持ちなさい。
No, I would leave her there. I'll see how I go with Horn. I don't know if that's gonna work too good. Hi, how you doing? Hoshi's fine. I had to replace my Hodora since was an HP drain. It's more the deployment points I'm thinking about. Like, I want to get things on the field as quickly as possible. What's cracking? Not much, mate. Tiny problems, itty bitty conveniences? Yeah, they are itty bitty conveniences, aren't they? Effie is probably gonna have to go for another AoE healer. That's a cute model. It's my tiny model, my small model. I think that's going to be a mistake, swapping Telopsis in, but I'm going to keep it there. Texas is probably gonna get swapped, maybe? I don't want to swap Texas, I'm gonna be honest. Do this. This. That was an equally stupid mistake that I've just made that I'm very upset that I just made. I knew what I was doing and I didn't even think about the fact that Myrtle was next to her. Like, the whole train was right on the right tracks, but there was something on the rails. It didn't even cross my mind that Myrtle was standing next to her. Alright, so I just need deployment points. Spear. That's probably gonna be too late. Yeah. I was too on top of that. I need to delay that skill. I need to not use that skill as soon as it's ready. So we want Myrtle in straight away. Skill her in straight away, and then we want to wait like a couple of seconds. Once her skill activate is ready, we want to wait a couple of seconds, and then we'll use it. So there's the attack. We'll wait a couple of seconds, then we'll go skill. Pew. And then we want... What do we got? 48 deployment points. So we'll go... Hey, Sticks!
Pieces_sticks just raided with 10 viewers.
Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, Raiders! How you guys doing? What were you guys up to? You were up to Mountain Blade? I think? No, you forgetting the raid message. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. You're about to watch me struggle for God only knows how long while I try and brain this out. I hope you guys are doing well, though. Welcome in, all you raiders. Make sure you look after yourselves. For you, those of you, I didn't say this for the last two raids, and I probably should have, but for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tibs. I'm an Australian made by vtuber. Arknights is my crutch, and yeah. So make sure you guys look it up yourselves after stream. Make sure you do your after stream raid cast. So look after yourselves, get drinks, stretch, get some nibbles. All that sort of good stuff. But otherwise, sit back, get back, relax, watch me probably swear a lot because this is going to be rough. Watch me try and drink water out of a water bottle that's way too fucking full. You started with a Pokemon ROM, got your ass kicked by Misty, then went and decided to conquer a fake world to cope. That's understandable. But yeah, so... Because of course. How dare. How dare. Okay, so... Let's see how this is gonna work for me. I need to make sure that I get everything on the field in the next attack period. So I need to get Sparky, Effie, so what's that? That's 40 points, 2 fucking healers. I think this is the attack. I think I'm going to... Okay, that's his next... So I've mistimed this horribly. So I'll do this one side at a time. I'll go 1, 2, 3. My timing was off by like a fraction of a fucking second. My AI isn't mad at me because I kept taking on the cities for myself because I'm trying to overpower them or rebel against our king. How dare you upset the AI? I was like a second behind on that deployment schedule. I'm so upset about that. I was so on time too. I was so fucking proud of myself for that one. Actually, you know what I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna swap out Saria for Hoshi. Because I think if I use Hoshi, I've got a better chance of getting the boss down. Because if I put Hoshi down as my global target, I can use Hoshi's skill 2 and have her reflect the attacks back, which, yes, is not going to do a lot of damage, but it's going to do some damage. Okay. Take 3, I think, officially. Official take 3. 9. So I think it's every 4th attack. Is that correct, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. Every 4th attack is... It's kind of like Faust. Every 4th attack is his nasty, rude attack. Does that sound right? No, it's every third attack. I made a mistake. That's gonna kill her. This could actually work out in my favor. Maybe, if he does it? I think he puts a marker down before he does the attack. I think it's it's telegraphed. So now that gives me ample opportunity to go 1, 2, Hodora. This to keep her topped up. Skill. We use a fast redeploy here. That's fine. That's not fine. So I'm gonna have to action that. One, 2, 3. At the moment, everything should be okay. I know exactly that that is a bad choice to have made, but I'm doing my best here. I just had to sneeze. 14 injured, 5 dead. Fucking hell. Come on, Effie. I need you to get that down before it gets to you. Come on, Effie. Come on, one more, one more. Alright. So if I put her there, she should be 100% safe for the most part. I don't think the boss is ever going to take down Horn. If the boss can take down Horn, then fuck me, I guess. Literally, fuck me, I guess. I have no idea what just happened there, but it just happened. That isn't even scratched. Huh. Okay. So Hodora did not get that down. Alright, we're gonna go back to using FB. Because I don't think Telopsis is carrying weight.
出発前にみんなで溶岩ケーキを食べませんか？お母さんがやってた験担ぎなんです。
I think I know what happened, but... I'm just trying to think if there's somebody better than Hodora that I could use. There is an alternative, but I don't want to use her just... I don't want to try her just yet. There is one alternative. There. So I'm actually gonna do this. And then I'll take her out, and I should get a telegraphed attack on her. Unless I'm horridly mistaken. Any day now. Alright, maybe I've got this all wrong? Question mark? Where is the telegraphed attack? One, 2, 3. Hodora should get hit. Maybe. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. Cease. Stop. That was my... I've missed... Who? He's not... I don't know where that first telegraphed attack went, because I clearly missed it. Alright. Fuck it. I'll just keep a closer eye on it. I'll just figure it out. So we'll do that. And I'm not going to put in a fast redeploy. I'm just going to sit on the deployment points. Yeah, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, she dodged it anyway. Alright. So we'll do 1, 2, and whenever it gets there for Hodora. Hodora is a long way off. Holy shit. This could be really bad. Yep, that's horrible. I thought that was going to be bad, and it was very bad. Eight, 9 in skill. Cool. And hopefully I can do that. There we go. Beautiful. 1, 2.
ここでは何も起きていない。
本気で行くよ。
3. Overture will now take all the attacks.
私指揮する人がもっと早く動けるわ。
So what do I need? 16, 36. Quite a lot.
うわ、本気で行くよ。
Let this go through. So we'll once again do this. 1,
命を奪うような
2. Skill.
見えなくなっちゃった。
障害をすべてなぎ払うのが嵐の務め。
誰のことで。 気をつけて行動します。
1, 2.
誰一人通すものか。
Perfect.
長き夜も明ける時だ。
見えなくなっちゃった。
That was only null, so that's not a drama.
ドキドキした。火事には気をつけてください。
That is a drama. That is a huge drama.
ターゲットが視界から消えちゃうのは嫌。
私が聞いた慟哭をあなたに教えてあげる。
指揮する人がいるって不思議な感じ。
Take her out.
不思議な感じね。
In.
これで静かになってくれるわ。
This here. I'm just gonna leave her in. If she dies, she dies. I gotta get these things down. These have to go down.
さっさと片付ければ楽に終わる。
これでどうです？
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wonder if Lapland Alter EX stages are this hard too? I don't really... This just requires a lot of fiddling around. I'm not entirely sure I would describe this as hard. I'm not going to say it's easy either. Like, I want to preface that this is requiring a lot of brain power. But at the same time, I don't really want to sit here and say this is like the hardest stage I've ever done, because that is a fucking lie.
ターゲット確認。すぐに終わらせる。
Where is the thingy? Have I missed it? Is it still alive? Is it dead? What's going on here? Oh, there it
さ
is.
っさと片付ければ楽に終わる。
Okay, so boss is more or less done.
温度安定しています。
Let's do... let's not do that. That sounds horrible. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. Is it just... It's just a time.
これで静かになってくれる。
Bro, please Lapland, come home earlier. I can't afford 300 again like Shu and Wishadel. Fuck, I hear that MVP cost. I hear that so hard. Alright, I am probably gonna lose Hodora.
いつでも障害をすべてなぎ払うのがある。
距離を合わせて。
Yeah, okay, so Hodora is down.
少し暑いかもしれませんよ。
Yeah, okay, so Hodora is failing me. He's getting through the first section, but he's not getting through the second.
これが絶望という感情。
What
Rate up lie. I'm going to agree with you. Rate up is a lie. So Hodora can't survive, which is fine. He doesn't have armor. I wasn't really committed to him surviving, but... So, we have options. I was going to say Enuncdes, but we can't use Enuncdes because the two Steam Knights come together. So we're going to have to use an actual defender. So that gives us not the healing defenders, because the healing defenders are going to buckle. Saria could probably do it if she sat there. I had enough sustain on Charlie's lane that I hold with Mountain. Mudrock would be okay. That is a good call. Except she would lose all her health during the shield, like while it's up in the air. I think I will just use Nian, because that seems like a sensible option. You know, I could probably... Who the fuck said Korra earlier? My brain, my head canon tells me to just use Korra. Which skill did I just give Nian? Skill 2, wasn't it? Yeah, Reflect. Korra can tank LSK though. Korra should be able to tank it. Alright, so... We sit here and we sit on it and we wait and we wait and we wait. Old mate does that. We leave it a little bit more. Next attack should be his box attack. So I will do this. Perfect. And for the one time... Sorry. How many times have I done this and her skill has dodged that? And the one time I think I've got this right? The one time I think I've got this right, I don't got it right. She gets hit by it. That's the first time she's ever been hit by that attack. Alrighty. So hit, skill, and then as soon as that skill goes off, we go 1, 2, and I may have left that a little too long. I'm actually going to use Hoshi here. If I remember, Alistair attacks the newest deployed unit. Yeah, don't bother him too much since I used Minar on this. Yeah, he attacks the soonest deployed. The last deployed. Can talk, I promise. Alright, so... I'm gonna do this, that happened, and then we'll go, not that, that's gonna be bad if I do that just now. 1, 2. Hold off on that fast redeploy way too long. I thought she could tank it. Sculptor and Silence too, so he might have had a little bit more than 300 defense. I mean, that's fair. Alright. Let's see if I can get this timing down properly this time instead of making a mess of it. Do this. I cannot recall who the limited was before this either, Shade. So he should attack. I forgot who our last limited was because they hit the 300 pulled by Chen. Yeah, I'm not sure. That skill should cycle. It may have been, yeah, Nara. So again, I will just leave this for a hot second. Skill. 1, 2. That's horrible, and I don't know what just happened there. 24th? 24th is when it goes live, I guess. Okay. Maxed out Pepe. Yeah, I think I did better with Nara than Pepe, but... 9 in this. Boss should attack. Pop. She even dodged that first attack. Excellent. Now watch her get KO'd on the second one. Come on, boss. Show me what you got. Perfect. Shit. So now I go 1, 2, and 3. Then... Alright, so we have 2 days more gonna farm on Annihilation stages? Yeah. This... Alright, boss is just attacked. So we'll go 1, 2. That was not how that was supposed to go, but anyway, that's how it has gone. So far, so good. Everything is looking normal-ish, except for this. This is not looking normal-ish. Either is that. Alright, I shouldn't have put... I need to sort of be reserved with Texas. I need to not panic. The damage is fine. I need to just not panic. The damage is not going to be fine if I keep doing what I've been doing. Or if I do that. That's alright. 9. Do this, and then hopefully she will dodge again. I don't think she will, but that's okay. Leave it a quick second, and then do that. There we go. There's the heads up. So we'll go 1 and 2. And of course I don't have the deployment points to get somebody else in because I was a little bit slow. If I boosted Flame Towel to E290, she could probably soak that second hit. If I'm being entirely honest. If I actually worked on her mastery, she could probably tank it as well. But I haven't worked on anybody's masteries because I've been lazy. Not so much lazy, it's just, it's difficult to get the sort of resources you need.
指揮する人がもっと早く動けるわ。
Bring an Abjura. Alright, so now I should be able to go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Boss has not done anything too crazy. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but it has. This is horrible. What's going on here is really bad. And it's not the first time something like that's happened, and I'm gonna have to swap the Waveflame. Ugh. Is it bad that I have to just do like restart just because I need to change how somebody faces? Like just purely a tile of directional change? Like there's a reason I face Myrtle downwards, for example. Okay, boss attacks. Pew. Skill. Then we do Myrtle skill. Place. 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 Fast forward. And that bastard right there is the reason I face Myrtle downwards. So now we go... I'll have to wait for the boss to attack again. Wherever the boss is attacking. There we go. And then we'll go... 1, 2... That should be right. Oh, there's 2 guys there. Okay. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Okay, so my whole squad is on the field. Yeah, good on you. I really didn't want her attacking that, though. That's a problem. Alright, cool. Her drone changed. Okay. Big boy is on the field. Effie, I really need that down. Okay, cool. Hoshi should never get knocked out by that thing. spawn in. Let's try and get rid of some of these freaking lions. So we'll do this. Then we'll put this here. Okay, so now we're just waiting on Hoshi to finish the job on that side. The last flying thing is going to be a bit of an issue. That was not what I was expecting that to happen, but that's okay again. Okay, so now it's just this. That's it. And the more he hits Nian, the more damage it's going to do to himself, so by all means, just keep belting Nian. Alright, done! Huzzah! Oh my god. Required a little bit of finagling, but we got there in the end. I haven't done the 80 stages, that's wild. I thought for sure throughout my weekly struggles I would have finished that, but obviously not. Gasp. I might actually have to just do some straight up farms. An Abjura deck. I mean, yeah. I do have some time. I mean, how much longer have I got to do this? I don't think this actually tells me, does it? I got 2 hours. So let's do a quick triple S because I do want to do a quick triple S to try and work on these things. Did someone say Ori Rocks? Pinnacle Insight Port. Which one's Pinnacle Insight Port? Oh. Which one of these did I remember doing? Is the real question. I don't actually remember doing any of these. I kind of remember this one. I remember that one being particularly annoying. And I don't remember that one at all. Oh my god, I don't remember any of these. I do need to get the basic awards though, so I guess I'll just do it normally again. The problem is that I said that I know I remember needing like a specific operator group, and I can't for the life of me remember which operator group I needed. Oh well, I guess I will suffer. I will suffer. Who cares? Logos. Nara. Chen. Actually, I don't think I want Chen. Let's bring in FD. Let's bring a Reed. I'm gonna bring Silence. I might bring FD as well. And I will also bring Archetto. I don't think I brought any defenders, so let's grab some defenders. And I have 2 floating spots. 2 floating spots for people I can't really consider bringing. Let's just grab Spectre. I feel like I should bring another caster, but I don't really want to bring another caster. Let's bring W, fuck it. Fuck it. But yes, I will need to spend some time. I think I'm only going to be able to do 1 clear at Triple S, and then I'm going to have to go through and do the rest of the stuff. Ah, Ryan Labs ones. Okay. I do remember that this one started off really slow, but I don't actually remember how this one went, which is probably going to be a bit of a problem. I might just leave that as is. Until I get some more snipers, because otherwise I'm probably going to have a bit of a problem. There we go. I don't think Hoda is going to have too many issues there. I do like Hoda a lot. Definitely enjoy him more than Old Panius, even though Old Panius has a similar skill set. I think I just prefer Hodora. Stab, 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 stab.
我が弦を発する。
獲物を見つけました。我慢におはよう。今日はご機嫌なの。ついてないわね。
The only real problem is when you start these stages out, they start so slow.
どの矢を弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。 我慢におはよう。
What do we got? Where's the last one?
Mission accomplished.
Maxed out Peppy does a lot of smash. She does,
追い
yeah.
払うだけなら少しの炎でも簡単にできる。だけどもう二度と私たちを傷つけさせないように。
She's a lot better than
それだけじゃ足りない。
the crushes when you have to have like an AoE attack. I hate my options. My options are horrible.
さて、罠に踏み込んでくる虫けらはどんなやつなんでしょうね。
ターゲットが視界から消えちゃうのは嫌よね。やれって言うなら迷わずここをぶっ壊すよ。面倒だな。どけ。
Do that.
貴様の生死は私が決める。
Fuck it.
今すごく気分がいいの。チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる。ロックンロール。集中。
Chop, chop.
たまります。温度安定する。助ける。
Go, little thing. Explosive device thingy. Alright, cool. It's going places.
ほら、太陽が飲まれたよ。主の祝福があらんこと。
嘲笑は恋に抱えてなる。
今日はご機嫌斜めなの。ついてないわね。
どうか私を信じて。
この水滴はどこに落ちるよ。
Alrighty. Should be pretty fine for everything to be okie dokie.
何？やるべきことをやるだけよ。
くだら私の前で瞬きできる人なんている？どこを目指す身を焦がす苦しみはほんの一瞬。ごめんなさい、手加減するの忘れちゃった。
頑張ります。
Alright, that should be fine for now. I can't remember when was the last time I actually used an Overture though. Seriously.
私に距離を合わせて。
Probably the last time I had to do anything with abyssal creatures, so maybe it would have been the Alpanius deck.
Mission accomplished.
Actually, I think I use Abjuras a lot in IS, now that I
ある
think
には
about
あ
it.
るけど、今歌うわけにはいかないわ。真の勝利はまだずっと遠くにある。そうでしょ？
I feel like the game wants me to bring Courier. The game seems to be putting Courier in my face quite frequently.
潮が満ちたわ。誰を餌にするか決め。これは楽しい時間の幕開けね。
Pop that over there.
どうすればいいかくらいわかるわ。私に命令しないで。
私の助けが必要。
あまり待たせないで。
何？宿題の中に流れる。
あまり待たせ。誰かに気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあげる。
Alright, let's start working on this.
ちょっとからかってあげよう。今日はご機嫌な私を目で追えるかしら。冷静に。何か指示は見えなくなっちゃった。今回足を上げない方がいいわ。みんなを助ける。景色を楽しむ余裕なんてあるの？
Go fear matter. Shoot things.
見えなくなっちゃった。私のハンマーは強いんだから。今すっごく前に進むぞ。チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる？了解。
I feel like I'm not really prepared for what I'm about to have come at me.
くだらな。成功と失敗にまぐれなんてない。この戦いさあ私を超えてみなさい。狙いは私の前で瞬きできる人なんている？
Well, all I gotta do now is just wait for the rest to move up and I should be okay. I'm actually just gonna put it in there as well.
私が守る。幻覚と威嚇。これも戦術よ。安心して。
Excuse you, that's rude. I forgot the last time I did this, I never had anybody there, so.
火山の煙や粉塵には大量のオリジニウム粒子が含まれるので、何が一番怖い？
Do that. I don't really want Effie there.
狙いは成功と失敗にまぐれなんてない。狙いはごめんなさい。
手加減するの忘れちゃった。安心して。何が一番怖い？
Sweet. Double upgrades? Don't mind if I do. Oh, these motherfuckers are just powering through. Okay, understandable. Have a good day. I wasn't actually expecting that because I never. Last time I had Sparky on the field, so I didn't actually get to see where they went. Alright. All done. More should just be dogs now, I think. Doggos. Although I would really appreciate it if I had Golden Glow on this field. I imagine this guy's gonna come up here and try. Oh, no, cease. Stop. Sir, please, stop. Ah, woo. Well, I guess this is my life now. It's not a bad innings. I have some good pieces, that's fine. What do we got here? Transferring Ryan Labs. I don't have a lot of Ryan Labs. I guess I'll just do this because I have like 2 Ryan Labs operators, so. I remember this map. I hated this map. Most of this should be okay. I don't think this is going to be
Some of these look really hard to do.
I know. Don't they get tired?
Fucking Bluey. Thank you for the biddies. I'm gonna do this. Seem fitting for Triple S? I mean, you're not wrong. Ah, yes, those fucking things. I remember those fucking things. I was actually hoping I'd be in a better position than I am right now. Now, Spectre should not do what I thought she was gonna do. Which is interesting. I actually thought Spectre would go into like her doll form, but she didn't. Why do I keep getting vanguards? I don't need more vanguards. Get rid of those freaking vanguards. That. Alright, let's see if I can get some of this working for this. This for this. I'm actually going to leave W on the field because I want to see if I can explode those two. Explosion successful. Well, that whole fucking thing pretty successful, actually. They usually come out in pairs, so I'm going to assume there's a second one coming, maybe? Archetto is doing work on this map. Archetto is doing work for someone I didn't manage to actually get built up as much as I would like. She was doing big work. Yeah, I hated this map. Arknights has done a very good job of minimizing the power creep. They have had a couple of incidents, but for the most part, they've done pretty well. For the most part, they've done pretty well. I'm actually going to change Fear Meta up to skill 3. I'm probably going to hate myself for doing that, but I'm going to do it. Because the last couple of maps where I've used her skill 2 has not been the one. So we're going to move her up to skill 3 and see how we go. That over there. That, and then we'll do that. That's not ideal, but it's just gonna have to be how it is for now. Go, little thing. You can do it.
我が弦を発する。
どうすれば足元を見てください。
慣れ親しんだ戦
春風が雨と消す時節ね。
場。魂の川、彼岸への嵐。
どうか私を信じて。
What do we got here? That's 5. So that's just gonna have to be how that be.
今こそ皆さんをお助けする時です。私、早く離れてください。お願いします。
I was actually hoping I might get that moving a little bit better than I did, but this is how it is now. It's unfortunate.
本当にどうしようもない
What
状
do we
況
got there? That's 4.
私が出張るしかないわね。この辺温度が低すぎるかな。
私、早く離れてください。
Alright, there we go.
あまりまた絶望の匂いをカムフラージュできない。
As that continues down the track and those explosions slowly damage the enemies.
どうすれば絶望の匂いをカムフラージュできない。
If I put that there, that should be fine.
戦闘中起用にされないで。
ドキドキ。
Also, yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure this out now then.
大量のオリジニウム粒子が含まれるので、長居は避けましょう。
So we'll have Effie,
今日はご
this.
機嫌なの。ついてものを見つけました。ちょっとからかってあげよう。
しかして人こそが最後の。
That should be fine.
やるべきことをやるだけよ。
Yes, cool.
怪人は生命を育み、進路を動かせ。
破壊行為は嫌いなんだけど、必要ならためらわない。
It's not super ideal, but it's better than a kick in the
どう
guts.
すればいい絶望の匂いをカムフラージュできない。
先輩どうかご心配なく。これでも先輩よりもこれは先祖たちの穴熊を迎える時の動き。ちょっとからかってあげようっと。今日はご機嫌斜めなの。
Ba, 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 ba.
私に
どうすれば今日
踏んでみたら。
Kaboom! There we go, that's what I wanted.
必ずやあなた様の望みを満たすでしょ
And I get Black Knight as soon as I don't need her.
足元を見てください。
う。リュウさん、これらの変化がいかにして誕生したかは記憶にとどまったままです。
距離を合わせて。
あまりまた恐怖を隠せない。
This has the potential to be very bad.
リュウさん、感情は勝利をもたらすことはありません。
どうすればいい絶望の匂いをカムフラージュできない。
私を目で追え 私の武器は誰にでも扱えるわけではない。
竜さん感情は
I am not moving anything, and I am very, very concerned and scared at the same time. I have a suspicion I have made a mess of this, like a big mess. Maybe not. I think I might have actually done this quite well. Well, not quite well, but... It has been done. Whether or not it's been done quite well, I don't know. Oh, my game crashed! I think it crashed on that stage before too. Too many things on the field. Arknights. Yes, that has indeed screwed up my perfect clear. My perfect clear is no more perfect. Although it does say in battle, although it's a shame it doesn't actually continue to do it in battle. Oh well. It's only easy mode, it's not like it really matters. If it was hard mode, I would care, but... I would be moderately more upset if it was hard mode. I would like a defender there. There we go, that'll do me. How many is that? That's 3, should be 4. Yeah, it's a little upsetting, but it's not the end of the world, you know? So that's... that. It wouldn't shock me if it's the same map as last time. I might actually just run this way.
すぐそばにドリル穴を開けて。オリジニウム鉱脈を乗せた溶岩には絶対に近づかないでくださいね。くだらない。チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる？
There's not even anything I can do because I need Sparky back on the field, I think. Oh no, hang on, I can do this. This'll work. It's not going to work very well, but it will work. I don't know how much longer it's got till this enemy goes down, but that's alright. We'll figure that out eventually as well. I might just do this. I know this is probably going to do more harm than good to me, but... So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, hold her off. There we go. Sparky. Finally. As I am desperately attempting to just clear out enemies here. What do we got here? Not a lot. 2, that'll be 3, 4, 5. I'm just literally waiting for him to just charge up so I can use his skill once and then take him out. Desperately trying to get progress here. Okay. Bag it. I think I've got this. I think this is going okay. Everyone's mostly maxed out. Yeah, everyone's maxed out, so I don't think there's going to be a huge issue here. I'm hoping that I can get this thing through to Nara before it runs out. Doesn't look like I'm going to. Nah, didn't make it. Alright, everything is good. We are done. I just need to wait for this one to cycle, and we are done on this map. And I have less stuff on the map this time, so hopefully there will be less issues with things crashing my game. Perfect.
私でも少しはお力になれたでしょうか
Alright, last map. I think perforated lines, they're terrible. Let's go with Kobe and... Ew. Envtuber. What skill are you using, K? And what map is this? I don't remember this. Oh, this is the one with the thing in the middle. I don't remember this at all. This is gonna be horrible. I mean, I kind of remember it, but I don't really remember. Like, I don't remember it. Fuck, that was a good opening hand. I think I was kind of able to do it like this. It always attacks the closest operator. Yeah, I remember how I did this now. I remember now. Yeah. It's gonna be a bit wanky, but I'll manage.
依頼内容は承知した。
世の大地を這う溶岩よ、どうか穏やかに。
前に進むぞ。
任務は必ず果たします。この戦いで
That's not a full upgrade kit, but that's alright.
ドクター。
任せろ。ついてきて。
絶望の匂いをカムフラージュできないわ。
面倒だな。戦場に出たから死ぬ覚悟決めろ。いつでも障害を全てなぎ払うのが新たな務め。戦場って本当にご無沙汰な言葉よ。
誰かが気づく前にあなたの死体を影に沈めてあ
頑張ります。温度安定しています。
やるべきことをやるだけよ。
That's 3, 4. She'll be 5.
今こそ皆さんをお助けする時です。
本来白露に鉱山で
終了。
あまり負けず絶望の匂い。
障害を全てなぎ払うのが新たな務め。治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。
That's fine. I'm not really too fussed about that.
ここを守るのか。たやすい。しっかりしろ。
今日はご機嫌斜めなの。ついてないわね。私を上で終えるかしら。
I have leakage.
何やってんだ。心地より草にさ、私距離を合わせて。しっかりしろ。君たち
I also just lost a healer. That's not great.
前に進むぞ。
何やってんだ。
獲物を見つけました。この水滴はどこに落ちるのかしら。
私の戦争兵器は必ずや
Alright.
あなた
Boss is
様
down.
の望みを満たすでしょう。
Everything is fine. Nothing else can go wrong because nobody else
いつでも行ける。
can do anything, basically.
チェーンソーのうなり声が
この程度で止まると思うの。
心地より草が生える。荒れ地は送電となる。今助けて。
戦うことで何を得られるというのでしょうか。
鮮血が武器を染め、戦場を沸きた。私が聞いた同国を距離を合わせて。
諦める。
I do have one issue, but I think it's gonna slowly resolve itself.
今日も元気そうだね、ドク
Arknight
タ
bot
ー。
has followed.
Arknights
Oh,
underscore
Arknight.
bot just followed.
I want to take out these things, but I can't because this thing is just soaking all my drone damage.
この戦い、私を倒す。毛上がりもいいところね。
私距離を合わせて。
いいね。また勉強になったよ。
Jonk. I can't wait for Enfield. No. So yeah, that ruins my single clear. Ow. Again, because I couldn't frickin' do anything about a game crash. Blah. Oh well. Like I said, it's only easy mode, so it's not like it's a super frustrating thing. Alright. That said though, I do need to wrap up because I do actually have another, it's not a stream I'm participating in, but I do have a stream later on. I won't be streaming I think Konori might be streaming. I don't know if Kono's here listening to me or not. But I'm not sure. I think she is streaming. I'm pretty sure she is. It'll be Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm pretty sure she is streaming. But, yeah, that's me for today. The rest of the week. So, I do actually have a plan for the rest of the week, if you guys can believe it or not. You guys might remember when I actually went through and I got like a beta early access test thing for the Cecil? Little like pixel horror game. Pixel art horror game, like 90s style. 90s style, early 2000s. So the full version of that game came out at the beginning of the month. I've completely missed its release. But I'm going to be playing that for the rest of the week. Yeah, the Cecil Hotel. Let me just actually get the name of the game for you guys. I think it's literally called The Cecil. Yeah, it's called The Cecil, so The Journey Begins. So that's what I will be playing for the rest of the week. Like I said, it's a pixel horror game. I did play the beta of it. It was pretty cool. Had obviously a few bugs, but nevertheless. It was early access, so like, what am I gonna say? It was like literally just a closed beta test. It was invite only, so I'm not gonna whinge about it having a few bugs. But that's what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the week, so yeah, look forward to that. And if you guys are interested at all, I will be on, I assume, Kanori Okayama's stream tonight. It's late though. It's in like another 4 hours, I think, is when the stream is. So I won't be streaming though, so don't look for it on my channel. That said, guys, thank you all for dropping in. Thank you to welcome to all the new followers. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are wonderful. And let's have a look at who I can yeet you guys off to. Is anybody I know playing Ark? I don't even see anybody being recommended playing Arknights. That's not a good start, is it? Mingo is playing Marvel Rivals. Kata's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Nobody I know is streaming Arknights, which is a bit heckin' odd. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find another VTuber who's doing Arknights.
How's it?
Oh.
Oh, Gazette is here.
Hello, Gubbers. Welcome in again. South Heart Violence. Gasp. Let's send you off to South Heart Violence, who is doing... let's just make sure they are English.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, let's send you guys off to him. Because that is another Arknight streamer. I'm doing Arknight, so I may as well send you guys off to that. South Heart Violence, doing Arknights. Raid away. What are they doing? I think they're doing IS. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're doing I see a Wishadel on the field. Gasp. Cancel the raid, quick. There's a Wishadel on the field. Anyway, for those of you guys who are in Twitch, Nightbot just threw out your raid message. And for everybody on YouTube, unfortunately, I'll just be wrapping up. But thank you guys for dropping in and chatting as always. Eggy Egg Govers and the few others that were in here. MVP Cost. And for everybody on Twitch, obviously, thank you all new people for coming in, chatting, following, blah, blah, blah. Or even lurking, blah, blah, blah. Hee. Yeah. Tomorrow, the Cecil horror game, for what it's worth. I mean, I know horror is not really a word that comes to mind when you think those early 90s games, but meh. Guys, girls, look after yourself upstream. Hope to see you guys same time tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.